Hi friends, welcome to another session of SolveWorks video tutorial series. This is session number 4.2, that is 3D modeling exercises. In this session, we are going to explain a number of different exercises which will give you a complete idea about the usage of all feature options in SolveWorks. As we discussed in the previous session, we have a number of different tools like conversion tools, editing tools, planes and other options there in the 3D part of SolveWorks. We are going to combine all these options to make individual figures. Before starting this session, I would like to share one important point, that if you missed the previous session, that is 4.1 of this video tutorial series, that is 3D modeling, I'm strongly recommending you to watch it before proceeding with this video. Then only you can be benefited maximum with this session. Say for example, if you watch it partially, or you are comfortable with some commands and you want to review some other commands, or you want to check some specific commands, you have an option there in the video itself. I'll show you how to. Go to the part 4.1. Once it start, you can see that go to the description, show more. Here all the commands are here. Whatever things I had discussed in 4.1 is listed here. See 3D conversion tools, all the tools and editing tools are also here. The plane, how to make a reference geometry is here and everything. Say for example, you want to check a rib option, you can directly click here. That will take you directly to rib option. Here it is explained the rib option. Similarly, if you want to check the plane and reference geometry, click over there. That will start for the plane and reference geometry. See, and some other things are also available, like all the previous videos you can take it directly from here, and the PDF can be downloaded, and this facility is available with all the videos in this video series. Make maximum use of it. We have a handout over here, 3D modeling exercises. Here you have around 30 figures for your practice. You can directly download this one from the description below in this YouTube video. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm strongly recommend you to use your approach and your method for drawing each individual figure. What I am going to do is I am going to use my method. It is better to start with your method and compare with my method to complete each figure. So straight away we are going to start with the first figure, and later if you have any doubt regarding any of the figures other than this one, you can post it in the below comment box so that I will explain in separate in another session. So the first figure, here we have our exercise number 1. To complete this particular figure, we can use a number of different methods. What I'm going to do is I'm going to consider this rectangle separately and the chamfered portion separately. Here you can see that one arrow with an X representing. This should be, the arrow is indicating the front face. So this should be the front face, or this face should be there in the front plane. So this face means this is a rectangle of 70 by 35. So straight away we'll go with the new, select a part and check and confirm that our unit is mmgs. Go to sketch and sketch. Here you can see 3 mutually perpendicular planes. As I mentioned in the previous discussions, we need to select the right plane. I'm selecting front plane here, so I should draw a rectangle of 35 by 70, and I'm keeping the dimensions here, 35 and 70 here. Then exiting the sketch for giving the 3D feature extruded boss of 15. Now this is the option we have right now. Now for completing this hatched portion, here you can see that this one is 7 mm and the base is 30. So it is starting at a distance of 15 mm from one edge. So what we need to do is either we can create a plane after 15 mm, or you can start in the mid plane. So first I'm going to check for any mid plane available. Yeah, we have one plane. The right plane is exactly in the middle. If it is not in the middle, as I mentioned earlier, you can simply go to reference geometry, go to plane, click this side and this side. It will automatically create a plane in the middle. In this case, no need to have an extra plane because we already have one plane there. That is the right plane. So I'm selecting right plane and go for sketch. Now I'm drawing one rect. This is at a distance of 7. I can, so in order to get the snap, we can move like this, join here and complete the part. So here you have a gap of 7. It's 30 here. It's all done. Now here you can see that it's in the middle. Exiting the sketch, go to feature, so it is coming in one direction. Here you have an option called mid plane. Give the total value. It's 70, 15, 15 in the other side, so the rest will be 40. I'm giving 40 straight away here. Now I am checking my figure, spacebar, and check for the isometric view. So our figure is correct. This is our front plane. Here you can see that this is a front plane, top plane, and right plane. So this is our completed figure. If you want to check and confirm the different views like front view, top view, side view, and isometric view, we have two options. You can go here and go with the 4 view. That will show you the front view, top view, left side view, and trimetric view. Here you can change the trimetric view too. So I'm taking isometric. So, and if you want to change left to right, that here you can go and change left to right. So this is one option, and we have one other option. And in order to exit this one, press space bar and then go for one view. Here you can see the things. Now there is another option. It is called the drawing option in SolidWorks. The drawing option we will discuss in this session 5.3 of this video tutorial series after completed the assembly, because in the drawing is actually used for converting a 3D and assembly into a 2D paper to draw the front view, top view, sectional front view, etc. like that. We will explain very detail in the session 5.3. Here what we are going to discuss is simply how to make that one. For that, click here, go to make drawing from assembly, going for drawing. Here we have a number of options. We will explain in detail in 5.3. Now I am taking a plain sheet. Here you can see that here I have the front view. So I'm keeping front view here. Then here the top view. Now I'm going with the, I'm pinning it off here. So the right side view. If you want to have a sectional view, we can have a sectional view also. So here we have the sectional view, section AA. So this is it, and we can confirm that our figure is correct. So here is our exercise number 2. This figure we need to fix a rib in the middle, and all the dimensions are available except this area. This gap is considered as 15 and the height is 10. So the total distance is 15 plus 15. Here also 15. So it's total 45 here and 90. And here also this is actually the front face. So we need to draw this area in the front plane. And all other dimensions are there, and we will start away. Go and start with the part. Go to sketch. I'm selecting front plane. So here we need to complete 90. Height is also given, it's 20. I'm starting from this side now. The height is given 35, and we need a curve over here. So a curve of 25. So I'm making 25. And click over here. Here you will get the snap and complete the figure. And we can keep all the dimensions. This is 90. Height is 20. Here we have 35. And also the radius 25. Now we can draw one circle in the center. A circle of 20 diameter or 10 radius. It's showing diameter. We can change the diameter to radius here. Now we are extruding the sketch. As I mentioned, the distance is 45. So I go to feature and extrude. Here it is 45. Now we need to make the hole over the surface. In order to make that hole, I'm selecting this face and go for sketch option, space. So here I'm making a center line. Now and we can make the dimensions. So the dimensions are given from here to here, it's 15, and from here to here 5, here to here 15, and this one 5. You can also use mirror option for completing this part. And the height is not given in the question, but we are considering this as 10. So 10. So now it's in the middle. I'm exiting the sketch. We need to cut it away through all. So I'm going with the through all option. So that part is done. Now we need to fix the rib in the middle. In order to fix the rib, we need to draw one reference line by using the sketch option. In order to draw a line in the middle, we need one plane over there. First we will check our basic planes. Front plane is not in the middle. Of course top and right is not. We need a plane here parallel to front plane. In order to get that, we have reference geometry. I'm checking plane. Click this surface and go with this also. You will get a plane in the middle. Detail. So here I'm clicking this surface and go for sketch. Now I can join by using a line from this end to the curve and make it tangent. Spacebar, click control. Now tangent. That's tangent. I'm exiting the sketch. So go for rib. So the rib direction is up and we need to change it here. Now here another option, the total width is 10, so it's already 10, so you can, it's done, and we can remove the hide the plane. So this is the figure we have, and we can check for the views. Here is the views. All the views are perfect now, and we can save the figure. So here is our exercise number 3, a very simple 3D figure. Here we need to use the mirror option to complete this area. And here we will see how to transfer a sketch from one position to another position in a 3D, and all the dimensions are available. Here the front face is a rectangle of size 80 by 40, vertically 80. So all the dimensions are given. So we can go straight away to SolveWorks. Here I am selecting new. In the front plane, as I discussed, the front plane is representing 80 by 40 rectangle. I'm going with the center rectangle, 80 by 40. I'm keeping all the dimensions. It is important to keep all the dimensions like this. Even if you are confident that the dimensions are correct, it is better to keep here. I will show you the advantage now. At the time when I'm exiting the sketch and giving the value, this is 10, it's already. So if you want to make any modification at a particular point of time, you can come to annotation, click right button and show feature dimension. Here you can see that all the dimensions are visible. The dimensions in black color is representing sketch and blue color is representing feature option. So if you are not giving or you are not keeping the dimension in the sketch, this will not show over here. So here the advantage is, without going back to sketch, you can make the changes here. Say if I want to make this is 100, regenerate it, this will automatically change it to 100. So in order to enable this facility, you need to keep the dimension at the time of sketch. So I'm making it back to 40, changing to 40 here and regenerating it. So here is our old figure we have. I'm hiding this dimension for the time being. Now I need to draw this portion. This is a slot of height 30, and here we can see that the diameter of this arc is 40. This one and this is same, but when we are considering this area, the total height is 30, means from the base. So here the height is 20 because we already have 10 here. So I am considering this face. Go to sketch, make it normal, starting my line from the base. Height is 40. here you can see that it is showing some indication that the item is unsolvable, and also here we can see the overdefined option. I will explain that now. First let me complete the figure 20 and I am using the snap option to complete. So here you can see that when I am trying to give the dimension for this curve, it will show an overdefined option. I am leave this dimension driving, then you can see the change. See, here it is showing that the sketch is overdefined. Overdefined means the same entity is actually constrained with the more than one parameters. Here this line is the problem, because the length of this line is 40. That means the endpoint of the line makes a coincident relation with the midpoint of this edge. So there is already a constraint, and apart from that constraint we are giving an additional dimension here, so that make the drawing overdefined. In order to, if you want to review or if you want to know more about overdefined option, you can go and check the video series tutorial part number 3.1, the video. There we clearly explained about overdefined options in the extra portion. I'll quickly show you how to take it directly. So this is my part 3.1 here, 3.1 sketch. If you want to take it directly, you can go to show, here extras, click on that. So that will directly take you to overdefined option. It's available in the description. Here go to the respective portion, you will get these things. So this is explaining about overdefined and in very detail. Here you can see that. So go and check this video for getting more idea about this one. And we are coming back to our figure. How to rectify this one is click on overdefined option, go for diagnose. It will show you a number of solutions. Here we have 6 solutions. You can accept the solution that is acceptable for you. I'm checking different solutions. I'm taking this solution because I don't want to make a relation here, so I'm accepting this one. So the figure will be fine now. So now we need to make a center circle in the middle, center circle of 7.5. so I'm going to circle 7.5 radius, means it's 15 in the middle. So I'm exiting the sketch. Now we can go for extruded boss. So it is coming in this direction. We can change the direction by clicking over here. Now it's done. So one edge is okay. We want to make another edge in the other side by using the mirror option. So go to reference geometry, first create a plane in the middle, selecting this edge and this edge. So we'll get a plane in the middle. We can use this plane for the mirroring. For mirror, it is already selected the face, and I'm in the features to mirror, I'm selecting this one. Now I can hide the plane. So we need to make the same geometry over here also. In order to make it over here, we can transfer the sketch from this edge to here. I'll show you how to. And I'm selecting this area and go for sketch, spacebar, make it normal. So here I want to place it. So for that purpose, first I'm going to take the sketch. This is the sketch, and copy the sketch by edit, copy, and I am paste it over here, Control V, or you can use the edit paste option, this one. And I need to rotate it. So in order to rotate, go to rotate and see, here is the center of rotation. I'm rotating for a -90. Now it's clear, and I want to make a relation here. I need this point to be coincide with this point. So go to, I'm selecting this one, press Ctrl and select this point and go for coincident. Here you can see it's very easy. Now again exiting the sketch and extrude, but extrude in the opposite direction. So our finish. Now we can check for the views. Here is the views for side. So this is exactly what we needed. Okay, that's all about exercise number 3. So the next one is exercise number 4. This is comparatively a simple figure with almost all the dimensions are available except the height. Here you can see that this is the height 30, but this height is not given, so we can consider the vertical and horizontal distance almost seems to be same, so I'm considering this as 20, so the total height is 50 here. And we need to use an additional tool, that is swept cut, to remove this area. And this is actually quarter portion of a hemisphere. I'll show you how to remove that one. Here the front face is this rectangle, that is 60 by 50. Straight away we'll go for the drawing. So I'm selecting a new part. First one, I'm selecting the front plane. As I mentioned, we need to start with the front plane. So the height is 50 and it is 60. And then we need to exit the sketch and extrude it to 70. It's total 70. Here it's 30 and here it's also 20, so the total will be 70. I'm taking in the opposite direction, 70. Now we need to remove the extra portion. Here we can see that this is a 30 by 10 rectangle. We need to remove it from here. So I'm selecting this area and go for sketch, spacebar, and make normal. Now I'm selecting the corner rectangle so that I can directly draw from here with the 30 and 10. I'm removing it all the way, extruded cut through all, so through all, and here it is. Now we need to make this extra projected portion here. Here we can see that the top portion is 5 and the base is 15. So I need to draw in the middle so that I can share in two areas. So I cannot find any plane in the middle. As discussed in the previous figure, we need to create a plane in the middle. For creating a plane in the middle, select this end and this end. It will give a plane in between, exactly in the middle. So I am selecting that plane, clicking that plane, and go for sketching, spacebar, and make it normal. Now here, go to line option. Now this distance is 5 and I'm moving here. You can take the snap out from here so you can directly complete it. So this should be 15 and it's entered over here, so we can complete it. First I'm deleting this area. Starting from here, now we can change the dimension. And here it's 5 already. Now exiting the sketch, check it is in the middle plane. Now we can use the extruder option. By using the mid plane, we can directly give the value. It will be distributed equally in both directions. So this is the one. Now I am hiding this plane for the time being. We need to use it again for mirroring. I'll show you. Then first we need to make a circle in the middle. Here you can see that here is a circle of radius 10 and this circle is a through circle. If it is not a through circle, it will be represented by using a depth. So if it is no depth over here, we can consider that as a through hole. So I am selecting this area and go for sketch, spacebar. Now I'm taking the circle option in the middle. Here we'll get the snap. It is 20. In fact, it is asking for the radius, diameter. So go all the way down through all. Now, so only one portion pending here, that is, so as I discussed, this portion is a quarter of a hemisphere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select this face and go for sketch option. Now I'm drawing a circle in the corner, and circle of here is the dimension. It's the diameter will be 50 because it is given as radius 25. Now I am making the quarter portion of the circle and deleting all other portions by using trim entity. So here we can. Now I'm exiting the sketch. Now we can use a revolve cut option by selecting revolve cut option, it is actually used for cutting a part in an axisymmetric manner, as I discussed earlier in the previous session, that is 4.1. And I'm clicking that one. We need to select one axis. Here you can select in this way or in this way. I'm selecting this way, so it will cut like this, and when I'm clicking check, that will remove that portion. Now we need to mirror in the other side. For the mirroring option, the plane is already available, so I need to make the plane show. Now go to mirror. The plane is already selected here. I need to select the feature here, so it will be data. And now we can hide the plane again. So this is our figure. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to review any of the commands over here, starting from extruded boss till instant 3D, you can go back to the video tutorial series playlist. The part 4.1 is explaining about 3D modeling. In order to specifically take a particular command, there is an option in the description. I'll quickly show you that one. Go to the playlist, the part 4.1, that is 3D modeling. Click on that. That will start from here. Now you need to open show more. Here everything is listed, so we need to check revolve, boss and cut. So you can simply click on that one. That will directly open the file here. So here it is starting the here it is start explaining about the revolved boss and revolved cut. Oh, that's it. And this is our figure. So, and if you want to check the views, here it is. See, so all the views are perfect compared to this one. According to the figure, this should be the front view. So that's the front view, and accordingly all other views. Here we can, if you want to change the left view to right view, you can click on this one, go to right. Here you can see. And if you want to make hidden edges visible, say here, so it will show all the hidden edges. Make it as a wireframe model. Here is the option we have, and here, so these are the options, and we can also give the dimensions as I discussed in the first case. Then we'll go to the next figure. Here we have exercise number 5. The figure seems to be very simple, but actually it is not. It is a challenging one, because we need to create this triangle in the middle. In order to make this triangle, we need to fix a plane by using all the endpoints of this triangle. And all the dimensions, I will show you how to make this one. We have 2-3 methods for drawing this one. The best one is by creating the plane. And here the dimension is available 60-70, but the height is not available. It is considered as 50. And here also for this triangle, this is considered to be, it is given as 30, and consider this as 30 again. And we need to retain a 10 mm here. So we will start by using the part option, and I'm say here front face is 60 by height 50. So I'm selecting the front plane now. Go to 50, 60, exiting the sketch, and go to extruded boss at a distance of 70. Now we need to make this area. This is a triangle, and we need to retain this 10 mm. So I'm selecting this face. So go to sketch, and we can make a triangle from here. And I'm giving the dimensions. This is 30, and this one also. Now exiting the sketch, we need to extrude cut. The total length is 70, but we need to keep a 10 here, so I'm giving 60 here. This is it. Now we need to do the same thing by using this area also. Here you can see that the triangle is here as well as here also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this face. Don't select this face. The problem is when we are selecting this face and drawing a triangle here, we can extrude only in this direction, that is perpendicular to this face. So we need to go with this face, space bar, taking the now give the dimension again 30, here also 30. Now go to extruded cut. So the total length is 60, we can give 50 to retain 10 over there. So this is it. Now, so this is our portion. We need to remove a triangle by connecting these 3 points, 1, 2, 3. And how to draw a triangle by connecting these 3 points? Say for example, I'm selecting this face and go for sketch. Now, at the time when we are drawing the or connecting the points, it seems to be we are connecting the actual points. See, here you can see that I'm connecting that point. But in actual practice, in actual case, we cannot join this point as we have selected this as the reference. Here you can see the difference. See, so it is, see, this is our reference, so all the points will lie on that plane only. And for this purpose, we need to make a plane connecting these 3 points. I'll show you how to. First, we need to delete this sketch. In order to delete the sketch, existing sketch, exit, then select the one to delete. Here the only option is we need to create a plane by using these 3 points, 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going with the reference plane. First select this point, then this one and also this one. So we have a plane over here. Now next step is go and select this plane, go for the sketch option. Now we can select, so it is showing the backside, and again spacebar and click here. Now go to line option, okay. Now exiting the sketch now. So now you can see that I am connecting all the points correctly. Exiting the sketch. Now go to extruded cut. So it is actually removing this portion. If it is showing like this, normally you can make it in the reverse. We need to remove the top portion. Yeah, perfect. Now go and hide the plane. Here the plane. So this is our answer. And we can check different views here. So all the views are perfect. And if you want to give dimension, you can give the dimension. Here it is trimetric and we can change that to isometric. Changing the isometric. Now if you are giving any dimension over here, say for example I am making this one wireframe and I am giving one dimension, that will be updated here as well. See, this will be automatically updated here. So this is the figure. So here we have our new figure, that is exercise number 6. This is some kind of a triangular prism, and the holes and everything is there. We need to use the convert entity option here to complete the middle portion. And the front view, we cannot use the front view as the front view is an inclined one. We need to use this plane, that is the right side view. Straight away we'll go for the drawing. I'm selecting a new part. Go to sketch. I'm selecting the right plane to create this area. So this is the area I'm going to create over here. The length is, the base length is given, that is 60, and I'm completing the top area. This is 30. So we need to make it straight, so we can go with the center line. I'm making the center line. Before that we need to keep all the dimensions here, otherwise it will change with the relations. Always it is better to keep the dimensions. And I'm taking the midpoint and press Ctrl and select this line. It will ask for midpoint option. So now it's straight. The height is also given, it's 50. Now I need to draw a circle in the middle, a circle of 5. Here we can see that there is a circle of radius 5. Drawing a circle, it is asking for the diameter. I'm giving diameter 10. I can trim away extra portion, so I don't need these. So now we need to make this hollow area inside at a distance of 10 mm gap. So go to offset. This will give it is in the outside and we need to make it in the reverse direction. Click on reverse, it will come inside now. Okay, now I'm extruding the sketch. The extruded distance is 70. It's given already. No, it's 80 actually. 80. I'm taking in the reverse direction. It's fine, you can take in any direction. I'm simply taking in the reverse direction. So now we need to cut away this area. Here you can see that we cannot choose this face or this face for next drawing, because if we are selecting this face and draw a rectangle, that will cut in vertical to perpendicular to this direction. So we need to create a plane in the middle to proceed. So I'm go for reference geometry, click plane. I'm selecting this one and this one. That will create a plane in the middle. As we know, we have discussed this one in almost all the figures. Go to sketch, spacebar, make it normal. Now I'm using the corner rectangle and making a rectangle of 40 mm size. It's given there. We need to make a gap of 10, so it will become 40 here and also 40 in the middle. That's given directly. Now this gap is given, it's 20 in fact. This is already 10. Now I'm exiting the sketch. So now I can extrude or cut by using mid plane. So I'm increasing the value, so this is it. Now I can hide this plane. Here we can see that we need to fill this area. We already have the drawing here. Here is the drawing, but we don't need the full drawing. We need only the circular portion here. So what I'm going to do is I'm clicking and converting this 3D into a 2D geometry by convert entity. See, click here, go to sketch. Here we have convert entities, click on that. That will convert this face into a 2D entity. Here now you can see that this is a sketch now. What I want to do is I need to remove the unwanted portion. I don't need this one, and I want to extend this one. Here also we can cut away, and I'm extending this by using this. I can extend, exit the sketch. Now go for extrude till up to surface, this surface. So this is the final result, and here we can check for different views. Go to spacebar and go for view. See, this is a front view that we required. Here you can see that they are asking, this is a front view. So here we have got the front view, the left side and right side view is same. So this is exercise number. So here is our exercise number 7. Simple figure with one rib over the surface. This rib is having one fillet this side, fillet of radius 5, and also fillet here. All the dimensions are available except the dimension for these circles. I am considering the circle diameter as 8 and the distance from this edge is considered as 10. So straight away we can draw this figure. I'm taking a new part and also go to sketch, select the sketch and make sure that mmgs is the unit. Now see, this is considered as the front face, so we need to select the front plane and draw this area. I'm selecting the front face and using the, and thickness is given, it's 10 here. Now I'm completing this. I can trim away the unwanted portion and I'm using the extend sketch option here. So the length is given, length is 125. Now I need to increase this one, this is also 10. Here it is. Now the height is 50 from here to here, it's 50. I have two circles over there. I'm taking circle option. I have two circles of radius 10, inside one radius 10, that is diameter 20, and the other one is radius 20, that is diameter 40. So we can display the diameter. See, make it radius by using leader option. Go to R10 and also R20. Now I'm trim away the unwanted portions here, so I can see. So this is the front face now, and all the dimensions are given. Now I can exit the sketch and go for extrude. Extrude to a distance of 67, it's given there, so 67. Now the next option is fillet. Before starting fillet, we will complete the rib option. Go to reference geometry, I'm selecting these two faces, so we will get a plane in between as we discussed in the previous figures. I'm making a plane over there, selecting the plane and go to sketch. As we discussed earlier, for creating a rib we need a sketch in the surface, so I'm making a rib by, say here you will get the snap. Okay, I got the snap. Now the height has given, the height is 10 here, and also there is a relation, the line and the arc is having a tangential relation. Now we can use, either we can take the fillet from here or we can make the fillet by using 3D. I'm going with 3D now. I'm leaving it here like this. Now go to rib option, so everything fine. The thickness of the rib is 10, so it's done. Here we can see that I'm hiding this one. Now here I need a fillet of 5. I'm giving 5 value. Now the fillet and rib is ready. Now we need to give a fillet over here also in these corners. I'm taking fillet, same 5, considering this edge and also this edge. So now the last part, we need to give 4 circles over here in the surface. 4 circles, as I mentioned, there is no diameter for the circle. I'm considering this as 8 and the distance from one edge is 10. So I'm selecting this face, go to sketch, space bar and make it normal. Now I'm drawing one circle of diameter 8, keeping that dimension, and the distance from center to this edge, it's 10. Now I can make a copy of this one by using the copy option here, copy entity. The advantage of making a copy, that will retain this relation in all aspect. Okay, now I can give a gap of these two, 55. We also need to give a dimension from one edge. So here you can see that I need to give a gap of 30 from this face, but in this view I cannot see that one, so I'm changing the view to wireframe, and this is the edge, so I'm spacebar and making it normal. Go to smart dimension, I'm selecting this one till the center. This should be 30, and that's fine. Now exiting the sketch, go to extruded cut through all. Here I'm changing, so here it is. Now we need to make a mirror. The plane is already there. I'm making the plane visible and go to mirror. Here is the plane, and also this is the, because we have made a copy of this one, that's the reason why when I am clicking this one, this will also replicated in the other surface. So this is our final figure. Now we can check for the views, spacebar. So all the views are perfect. Now we can save the figure. This is exercise number 7. Here we have our exercise number 8. In this figure we can use a number of different methods to complete it. The best option for completing this figure, as we have a number of profiles, here we have one profile, here also, and also here, we can use the profile option of profile contour option of extruded boss and extruded cut, and all the dimensions are available except the distance between the centers of these two circles, the larger and smaller circle. The horizontal and vertical distance is not available. We are going to consider the horizontal distance as 75 and the vertical distance as 40. All other dimensions are there. We are going to use the easy method of contouring in boss and cut for completing this figure. Straight away we'll go to SolveWorks. Now go to parts. This figure, when we are considering the front plane, it is an inclined plane, and also here we have some area, so it is better to start from the right plane to complete the base, and then we can take the front plane to complete the rest of the portions. So I am starting from the right plane. Go to sketch and selecting the right plane. In the right plane we need to complete the rectangle. I'm taking a center rectangle of height 15 and 60. So I'm keeping all the dimensions. So here it's 15 and here 60. Now I'm taking the corner rectangle to complete this area. The height is 5 and this is 30. In order to make this area in the middle, we can give a small gap of 15 here, so it will be exactly in the middle. Now we can remove this portion, exit the sketch, and then go to features, 130. So I make 130. So the base has done. Now see, now what we need to do is in the other side. So in this side we need to make this area. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use the contour option of boss and base as I mentioned to complete that area, and I'm selecting this area. So this is my figure. First see, this is my figure. I'm selecting this area, go for sketch. So the sketch area is the left side over here. So in order to make horizontally inverted, what I'm doing is I'm pressing the space button again and make it normal to. Again make it normal to. So it will go in the other side. Now I can start straight away from this edge. The height is given. It's starting with a line here. The total height is 55. So we already used 15 in the base, so the rest is 40 here. And I need to draw a circle. So here I have drawn two circles. Of inside is radius 20 and the outside one is diameter 20 and diameter 40. Now I can make two circles here also, and the dimension inside is 40 and the outside is 50. It's like this. Now I can give the dimension distance between these two. This is 75. Now distance, the vertical distance, as I mentioned, I am considering that as 14. Now I can connect these two by using, see here we have a curved area. I am using 3-point arc, selecting one, second this curve, and like this, and the radius is given. The radius is 30. So what I need to do is I need to make a relation here by using these two things, tangent. Here also selecting outer circle and also the curve to make it as a tangent relation. Now I'm connecting this area, so these two are also tangent, and I can close the geometry. Okay, so in normal practice what we are doing is we will use the trim entity option to remove all the inside portion and make this sketch as a closed geometry and extrude it to a particular point. Then we will add individual features after that. But here what I'm going to do is by using the contour option, we can, I'm keeping everything as such, then exiting the sketch. So I'm going to take extruded boss. I'm selecting the sketch from here, from the tree. Here it is. No, I'm selecting this area. The selected contour is this one. So I need a thickness of 10, giving 10, but the direction is like, see, this is the direction. Now I'm keeping that one. Okay, now I need this portion. Here we can see that I'm starting from here. So one side it is 10 and in the other side 49 minus 10 minus 10. So from here it is 10 in this side and 39 in the other side. So I'm taking extruded boss, again taking the same sketch, and now in the contour portion I'm selecting this one. Here that side, in this side it is 10, it's correct. I'm taking the other direction, I need 39. So in a single click we can complete that area. The same procedure here also. Here again extruded boss, go to sketch, I'm selecting this area, not in this direction, this time it is this direction with the total length is 40. So I'm keeping 40 in one side. So this is a method of using contour option. It's very simple. We can keep all the sketches as such and we can proceed accordingly with our convenience. Now the pending thing is we need to make these three portions here over the surface. So what I'm going to do is I'm selecting this area, go to sketch. Here we can clearly see that these two geometries actually obstructing our view. What we need to do is we can change the transparency. So I'm changing the transparency here. Click right button, change the transparency. Now these two figures are completely transparent. We can see through this one. Now I'm going to draw these circles over here. Drawing the first circle and the second one as well. Now the dimension of the circle, the outside one is 5 mm diameter, 5 mm radius, 10 mm diameter, and the other one is 20. So this is the one we have right now, and the distance between from here to here, it's 25. In order to make it is in the middle, from here to here it is 22. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the surface, exiting the sketch, the same procedure, go to extruded boss, and I'm extruding it up to a distance of small height of 5. Here it is 5. Now I can go with the extruded cut and select the same sketch. Here is the sketch, and I can go with the, I'm removing this one. Now I can select the inner portion alone. See, now go to through all. Here it is through all. It's done. The next step is using the linear sketch pattern for patterning this area over the surface at a distance of 43. I'm selecting linear pattern here, and this is the edge of reference, and the distance is 43. It's already there, and we need 3 numbers also, and the feature to be patterned are this one and also the cut extrude. We can take it from the tree. So these are the 2 features to be patterned. Now the direction is reversed. Okay, so we have everything ready. Now we can remove the transparency of these 2 circles, and this one also, change transparency. Now this is our final part, and we'll go with the, okay, this is the view we have right now. Now go with, see, comparing our figure with the actual one, this will be our answer. Now we can also go with the different views. See, so all the views are exactly right, so we can save the figure. That's all about exercise number. So here is our exercise number 9. This is the last one in this session. In the next session, that is 4.3, we are going to discuss about advanced 3D modeling exercises, more complicated figures and also more mechanical components. There we will see most of the other tools and other options in 3D of SolidWorks. In this particular figure, it is very simple figure, but we need to use one lofted option here and also shell. In the middle, we need to create one plane to use up to next option to complete this area. So we cannot start from the front plane. This is showing the front plane, but we cannot start from this plane. We need to start from the right plane. So we are going directly to the software. Here I'm starting a new part. Go to sketch. Here we can select, I'm selecting the right plane. I'm starting with this portion. Here we can see that all the dimensions are available. So it is specified that the width of this one is 60, and also we have a 15 mm a radius here, and the height is also available. Now I'm starting with that base. I'm using the midpoint line option. So the base is 60. I'm giving 30 one side. So now we'll get a 60, and by using the line option, or we can use the curve option to complete the arc here. The arc is a 15 mm. I'm giving 15 mm radius arc here. Now the height is given. The height is 50. Now, so now I am going to complete. Say I can retain all the dimensions here. So R15, and this height is 50. Now I'm making one center line. Now horizontal. Make sure that it is vertical. See, now I'm drawing one circle. The circle diameter was also given. So the circle diameter is 40. That is radius 20. It's given. So I'm making it 40. And the height from midpoint to this line, it is total 50. Total we can take it from here. So it is 50, 50, and also 30 here. But we need to reduce the radius because we are taking from the center. So the radius 20. So total 130 minus 20. It's 110. Now we can join these 2 points by using tangent relation. So what I'm going to do is, in order to avoid repetition, I can trim away this portion now, and this also. Now I'm going with the, see, I'm making mirror option. Go to mirror entities. I'm selecting all this one and also this. Now I can select mirror about. So it's done. So our figure is ready, and we need to draw one circle here. See, this is a circle of radius 10. I mean diameter 10. So here also it is showing 10 here. You can mirror it also, but I'm drawing here. No issue. Go to color. Now I'm exiting the sketch. Go to features. The thickness is 10, so it's fine now. Okay, now what we need to do is, I'm going to draw this part. Here you can see that this distance, the gap between these two, is not given. I'm considering that gap as 110 or 100. We can take it as 100 from this edge to the center of this lofted portion. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm selecting this face and drawing a circle at a distance. So I can take a center line, or I can draw the circle directly by using the snap. No need to draw any center line. So by using the snap, I'm drawing a circle. So the distance from here to here, I'm considering that as 100. It's not given in the figure. And the radius of this one, diameter is 40, radius 20. Now I am exiting the sketch. So it's there. Now I want to make the upper portion. Here we can see that the height is 110. So I need to create a plane at a distance of 110 from there. So I'm taking this one. I'm making a reference geometry plane. See, not in this way. Flip 110. Now, so I have the plane right now. I'm selecting that plane. Go to sketch. I need to sketch two circles. One circle. We can use the shell option for completing the other one. The diameter is 60. Now I have two circles. By using loft option, I'm using the lofted boss. I'm joining this circle and this circle. So this is the one we required. Okay. Now I can hide this plane and go for shell option. I'm selecting this face and a shell of 10 mm thickness. But in fact, here we have selected 60 mm diameter, but actually it is R40, that means 80. I can change it, and as I mentioned earlier, we can make the changes at any point of time. I'm going here, go to sketch, see the diameter is 60. I'm changing that to 80. So all the things will be updated now. See, here it is. Now only one part is pending, that is the mid portion. Now I need to create a plane in between these two. So for that purpose I am selecting, see, I want to make it in between, so I am reducing the value here. Okay, it's in between, no need to make it in the exact middle or something. So I have plane here, but at the time when I'm trying to draw something over here, you can see that this is actually obstructing my vision. In order to avoid that, I'm click on this one, go for hide. See, now the plane is directly available. I'm taking sketch, go to this face. So what we need to do is, here we need a portion which is having a height of 70 and the base is 10, 10 and 10 in the other side, so 30. Straight away I'm starting from this end, send a midpoint line option. So it is 10 here, no, it's 15. Now I'll take a normal line, then 10 here, 10 this way. The height is given, it's 70, and I can come 10 here. Now we can use the snap to complete. So here, also here. So this is the geometry we required. I'm giving the dimensions also. We can see here 30 and 10 here, 10 here also. It's 70 here and 10 here. Now I am exiting the sketch. So I have the geometry now in the middle. I am calling that hidden portion. So here, right button and go to show. Now the next step is, I can use extruded boss option. Here is my geometry. So I am using up to next. So it is better to use up to next option because it will come and merge with the surface and create a geometry accordingly. That's the reason why I mentioned that it is very difficult to start from the front plane. It is better to start from the right side. So what I'm going to do is, here I can use the direction 2, and I can here also I am going to use up to next option. Here you can see, so it's merged with the two surfaces. I'm hiding the plane now. So here is my figure. Now I want to check all the views. First I am changing, see, when I am going with the views, here you can see that this is the view what we are looking for. And if you want to make it a right side view, here you can go with the right side view, and here is the top view, and this is the required front view. Here you can compare, this is the required front view. Here we have the trimetric view. If you want to check the isometric, you can go for isometric. So here is our answer. So that's all about the current session of SolveWorks video tutorial series, that is 4.2. In the next session 4.3 we are discussing about advanced 3D modeling exercises, where we can more familiarize with most of the other features of SolidWorks, where we will see some mechanical components like nut and bolt, turbine, and also some complex 3D geometries. And hope you enjoyed this session, and thank you so much for your listening, and we will see you in the next session 4.3. Bye bye.